a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew that hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. Well, it's not a cry you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, baby, I've been here before. I've seen these walls and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew ya. Well, it's not a flag on the marble arch, and love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Welcome. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kristen, and I have started doing some sound work here at Lake Harriet Spiritual Community. And sorry, my metronome is clicking back here on me. And I'm basically here this evening to provide your soundscape. So I've teamed up with Carol Lovely over here, and she's kind of going to guide you guys through the evening. And I'll just be kind of back and forth between instruments. And I want to say from the get-go, anytime we're singing songs, if you happen to know the words and you want to sing, sing. Because I love that, and it's super good for you. So we're excited you guys are here tonight. I think this will be a great experience, and I'll let Carol kind of step in and take it from here.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. I've just been really, really, really excited about being able to share the solstice energy with everybody. So thank you for coming out, even though it's a little chilly out there, which it has to be because it's winter solstice, right? So thank you, Kristen. That was absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Already my heart's thumping, right? I was watching you all, right? It's pretty amazing. So I have a few words to share with you because, I always have a few words. And I wrote them down because I like to try to stay on track so I'm not rambling all over the place. And then once I've shared the words, then we're just really into the experience. But to kind of set the stage a little bit for our experience, here are the words. So, the light of the sun begins a new solar circle at the winter solstice. The rays shine into the dark and nurture the newborn life there to be cultivated. This is mirrored in nature as we see the seeds that are buried in the darkness of the earth and then emerge once again when the life of the sun's rays come down on them. So winter solstice 2021 in the northern hemisphere will actually be 9:59 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, December 21st. So we're kind of a little bit ahead of it, but you'll be prepared. And it marks the first day of winter. Winter solstice is a great stillness before the sun's strength builds and the days grow longer. Winter solstice is one of the most powerful points of the year as the axis of the earth pauses, shifts, and moves in the opposite direction. For 3 days around the solstice points, we experience the power of that standstill point and the shift of the direction. The sun standing still is a powerful metaphor for the energy available to us at the winter solstice to change the direction of our lives with intention and to build this energy as we enter into the new year. For tonight, let yourself rest in the peace of the darkness, knowing that of the changing of the season and the return of the brighter days ahead. Be reminded that you are always connected to Source and your inner light never dims. As we approach 2022, let the energies of new life and inspiration build slowly within you. And by spring, you'll be bursting with new ideas and new energy. This is the nature of things, the cycles, the rhythms of personal growth and change as you consistently nurture yourself with compassion, allowing for rest and reflection. Great joy will be your harvest in 2022. Our last full moon of the year is tonight. Did you see her out there? Oh my God, I came out of my house and there she was. I was, woohoo! Anyways, it's providing a breathtaking backdrop for your personal transformation. This full moon in Gemini illuminates the power of your words. The energies are focused on how you integrate and process thoughts, information, and conversations, as well as expanded positive communication with each other. Tonight's full moon energies will uplift, inspire, and bring joy into your everyday life. Full moons always amplify emotions. They illuminate those feelings that you may have been even hiding from. Honoring your emotions will be the theme for 2022. So we might as well get used to that, right? So when we allow ourselves to experience the fullness of your feelings, they will show you what it is you need to release or what it is you need to know. As you transition into the energy of the new year, you need to decide what you want to let go of and what you would like to build upon. You can choose what you've been used to, or you could choose to take a step in a new way. It's time to shed the personas that have been keeping you from expressing who you really are. And I've been hearing that a lot. Who are we really if we shed away all of who we thought we're supposed to be until now, Anyways, you get it. I'm not preaching to y'all here. You guys get this. So, you can use the clarity of this illuminating moon to see new perceptions and make balanced decisions. In order to balance these energies in your life, you need to acknowledge the lessons and the wisdom of your past while looking forward to the future and the new possibilities that lie ahead. You may also have to take a leap in faith and take a new innovative approach to some of the old, outdated actions that you have been taking. In our time together tonight, we will honor and acknowledge the endings and the new beginnings in your life in a ceremony that both honors your past and clears space to make room for what you choose in the coming year. Tonight, you may choose to spend a bit of time visioning and bringing into focus what you would like to experience and bring into your coming year. Our celebration tonight reminds us of your inner light and the divine light that always guides us on our way. As we celebrate the dark and the light, we invite balance and harmony into our lives. We will also be taking time to acknowledge the gifts of spirit in our lives as we cultivate a greater capacity to receive our own inner light. We will honor and acknowledge the unseen web of life that connects us all. On January 1st of 2022, a gorgeous transformation begins. In 2022, the year of residence will become your instant guide as you share your heart with others and discern who and what resonates with you or not. 2022 creates a gateway of healing through feelings. There we are with that feeling thing again. Energetically, things will also continue to accelerate. I like that part, right? So, be generous and filled with gratitude. Whatever you choose to do to mark the end of this year and the coming of the new and the rebirth of the light in the next couple of weeks, whether pausing in quiet reflection or celebrating with community like we do tonight, know that all over the planet there are many fires burning brightly. As we celebrate the solstice under the full moon, tonight, reflect on that which you choose to do away with and also what your deepest desires are. Perhaps you have a past habit or thought or attitudes that blocks you from feeling free and expressing your truest self. Reflect on what it is that you choose to create that does express your truest self. So I'm going to explain to you this next step and then we'll do it together. So in just a minute, we're going to take a few moments. We're going to put our hands on our hearts. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to really get into our heart center and ask our heart for wisdom. And then when we've done that for, 8 to 10 minutes, I'll give you some quiet time. You're going to come back, and that piece of paper that became your ticket was really important. So on that piece of paper, you're going to write one thing. The one thing is, what are those past habits, thoughts, attitudes, and blocks that you might want to let go of this evening or from here to the end of the year? And the second thing we're going to write is reflecting on what you choose to create that does express your truest self. So 2 things. And, you can split your paper in half. You can write one on one side, one on the other side. Doesn't matter, whatever you want. What is in your heart that you would give more clarity, that you would like to have more clarity about to let go of? Or what is your deepest desire? What might that be? Once you have that clarity, we will ask the energies of our experience tonight to help you to share these desires with the universal energies that are reaching out with their hands to support you, perhaps in ways that you can't even imagine. So what is in your heart? The universe is listening and ready to support you beyond measure. As an honor to yourself and to the world, it will respond in kind. Don't worry if nothing comes to you right now or in this moment. Just ask the universe to bring you clarity. And perhaps as we go through the experience tonight, you'll get more clarity. Or maybe it'll come to you next week. It doesn't matter. It'll come to you in its time. If you're one of those who don't really get any guidance tonight, you might want to write on your paper, I am ready to receive divine guidance. So, Jay's going to turn the light up just a little bit. And we're going to go into our heart center and take a couple of really deep breaths. And then once we've quieted ourselves, we're going to ask for some divine guidance on either what you choose to let go of or what you choose to have more of. Or maybe it's not even more of, maybe it's something entirely different. So let's get into that place, and then we'll come back and we'll write on our papers. So why do I have us put our hands on our heart? I have us put our hands on our heart because we want to have attention to our heart. So we're putting our focus and our energy to our heart, and we also want our attention and our intention to see what our heart would have to say to us. So it just sometimes helps us to actually put our hand there. So we're going to take a couple of deep breaths together. You might want to just take your mind and kind of drop it down into your heart, kind of like you're dropping a little part of a computer program board down into your heart, and just ask your mind to still. So that you can hear what your heart has to say. So let's just take a minute or so, another minute or so, and then I'm going to ask you to kind of come back to that little piece of paper. And why are we writing it down? We write things down so that we take it from the inside and we bring it to the outside. If we hold everything on the inside, it doesn't get expressed to the outside. So we'd like to express what it is we choose to let go of and express what it is we choose to have that makes our heart sing. Let's put some yummy things on those papers tonight, things that would make your heart sing. Don't edit it. Just write what came to you. How's everybody doing on that? About done? I'm going to give you some more time after we actually do the meditation and you have a beautiful experience of these Kristen playing the bowls. And then we'll give you another minute in case something new came to you that you want to add on your paper. How will that be? Because something else might come to you as we go through our process tonight. Jay, lights down, please. All right, so now's the time that we're going to do a little trip, journey, meditation together. Kristen's going to, again, be just kind of softly playing some music, and I'm going to be kind of guiding us. So there's no right or wrong to this. I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm seeing, what I'm perceiving. You might be perceiving something entirely different, and that's okay. It's just a journey. And what we are going to be doing is building the community, building the connections here. We're going to be building an energy in the quantum field that we're already connected, but it's going to connect us in a deeper spiritual moment in time. We're going to build our bright light tonight that we are sharing with the world while other people are also doing ceremonies either tonight for the full moon or on the solstice itself or even as we get to the new year. So this is our opportunity tonight, and we needed every one of you, so thank you for coming, to put your energy into the mix tonight to just make it that more powerful. So let's close our eyes. Gary, can these lights be turned down a little bit? These two right here, or not? No? Okay. So let's take a couple of deep breaths together. And the first thing I like to have people do is to just ground yourself. We're going to ground with our roots into the earth. So you can either visualize that you have these beautiful roots coming out the bottom of your feet or out through that pelvic area and headed toward the earth, or both. Or if that doesn't work for you, you could visualize yourself with your back against a beautiful oak tree and put your roots down just like the oak tree would put the roots down into the earth. And we're going to use our breath, some nice deep breaths that fill up all the way into the bottom of your stomach down into your pelvic area, and then let those breaths out. And while the air is coming down into you, those roots are going farther and farther down into the earth. I like to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, but again, there's no right or wrong way to this. I'm going to invoke some of those beautiful, unseen energies to come and join us here. So I call this evening on the God and the Goddess Most High of this universe, the creator energy of all that is, the ascended masters, the archangels, the angels, all the beings of the highest love and light. I call on all of your high selves, your innate wisdom, your souls, the creator spark within each and every one of you, on your guardians, on your ancestors, on your multidimensional teams and your galactic teams. All the energies of love and light that are going to join us here this evening as we build community, as we build a sacred circle. For years, a sacred circle has been part of the solstice, people coming together in circle, in prayer, in song, in ceremony, in dance. And we're building a sacred circle this evening. So I feel like there is a great big, huge, four-sided pyramid that has come and surrounded all of us. And coming through the top of that pyramid is a huge column of white light, coming in and surrounding each and every one of us. As that white light comes in through that pyramid, the higher dimensional energies are entering. So you may begin to feel a fifth dimensional energy rising into a sixth, moving up through a seventh, moving even farther to the eighth and ninth, tenth, 11th, and we're going to call for a strong 12th dimensional energy to come and fill this pyramid, to fill this room. You might feel that energy as tingly or warm or cool. Maybe waves or vibrating through your body. Again, there's no right or wrong. You might feel your crown chakra start to open or your third eye start to expand. So we have some angelic angels and some archangels who would like to come and join our circle tonight. So we ask on the angelic realm, the Elohim, to come and join us in this circle this evening. Kind of feel that energy as kind of a soft, kind of happy, joyful energy. Again, you could feel it as something else. You may see a particular angel, or there might be a particular archangel that you would like to call upon in particular. some of the Ascended Masters would like to join us in our circle tonight. The first one who's joining us is Jesus or Jesua, or some people know the energy as Sananda. Whatever name you may bring to that energy, unconditional love. We are about to celebrate the birth of Jesus of Nazareth. And tonight, that energy comes and joins us. I see him kind of walking amongst us and putting his hand on shoulders, so you might feel an energy of a beautiful, loving hand on your shoulder. Kuan Yin is also joining us tonight. Kuan Yin is the mother of compassion. She walked on this earth in her human body for approximately 300 years, according to legend. She was a great healer. She used the herbs and her loving energy and passed her wisdom on to many. She helps to usher in the new babies to this beautiful earth plane. I see her energy as a very light purple. Again, you might see something else. And sometimes I smell her as a very light, flowery smell. She's also walking amongst us. I really haven't seen them kind of walk amongst people like this before, so I think that's kind of a treat. But, anyways. Another beautiful energy that's joining us tonight is Isis, goddess of the moon. What a beautiful time for her to join us on this beautiful Gemini full moon night. Isis is the keeper of the mysteries. She was one of the great teachers of the mysteries and the magic on this planet. And she had temples where the initiates would come and learn from her. Very recently, I have had an incredible experience with Isis and an energy called the essence of life. And she's going to share that energy with us tonight, that beautiful energy of the essence of life. It's a very beautiful, love-filled, magical energy. And she's starting to emanate that throughout the room right now, this essence of life energy. And first it's going to your heart. So you might feel your heart expand. And then she's also sharing that energy into like the pelvic bowl area of your body, into the pelvic chalice, as Isis would call it. And then the beings of the essence of life are joining her, and they're just sending energy into every cell of your body. So you might feel like your body's really starting to tingle. If there's a particular area of your body that you would like some of this essence of life energy, you can just let that be known. You could do it by putting a hand on that area. You could do that by thinking of that area in your mind. And then there's some lovely ladies in the room here with us who also know how to send the essence of life energy out. And so they're going to join in here because they've also been studying that. And I'm going to start sending out the essence of life energy, and it's just going to really fill this room and fill your being. Let it just fill every cell of your body. It can bring balance, it can bring peace, it can bring harmony, health and vitality into your being. We've been going through a pretty challenging year, and we're almost to the end. Oh, and many of you may have gone through so many challenges this year. So let these beautiful beings that are walking amongst us in this energy of the essence of life fill you up. Fill up all those places where maybe you've felt despair. Fill up all those places where maybe you've been overwhelmed. Help you to fill up all those places where you've hurt with sorrow and sadness and grief. Let them just wash that from you. There's a beautiful cobalt blue energy coming in through the top of this pyramid, and that cobalt blue energy is magnificent at helping you to just let go, transform. So let that cobalt blue come right in through the top of your head, and just like a stream in the spring where, it's got all the rocks and the sticks and the leaves from the winter, and in the spring that new fresh water comes through and just kind of washes and straightens things away. Let that cobalt blue come through and wash down into the earth. Remember, we put our roots down into the earth when we started. And let all of whatever you'd like to let go of wash away with using this cobalt blue and pushing it down into the earth as fertilizer. And let these energies hold you. If you need a hug, ask one of them to come by and hug you and hold you and help you to let go. Maybe of judgments, maybe of the rights and wrongs and goods and bads. so that you can come to more of a place of peace and balance. You're in a safe place here to let go of anything that you would choose to. We honor you for your courageousness to let go. We honor you for the path that you've been on. Let go of anything that you can let go of, so that when you move into this new year here in a couple of weeks, you'll feel a little lighter. I kind of look at it sometimes as, we have these big old garbage bags full of so much that's not even ours. We took it on as children. And we just kept collecting it, all the rights, the wrongs, the goods, the bads, the judgments, the expectations, the hurts of all the people around us. It's all in garbage bag. We can take a lifetime to pick through it, or you could choose to, if you wanted to tonight, just let it go. Take that garbage bag and let it go. Hand it over to one of these angels or these archangels or these ascended masters and say, please transform this back into love and light. I've carried it long enough. The creator of all that is did not put us here on this earth to carry burdens. The creator of all that is put us here on this earth to be the light, to shine brightly with love and compassion and joy and kindness and compassionate action. Encourage all kinds of yummy things so that others could remember who they were. So that the light could get bigger and bigger and bigger around this planet. If you're still letting go of a few things, just continue on. But I'm also going to start bringing in some energy of love and light, because if it's a universal law, if there's an empty spot, it's got to be filled with something. So let's fill all those places where you're letting go of the old with something beautiful and magnificent. You all are magnificent beyond measure. You are brilliant and beautiful and shiny and sparkly. You may have forgotten, but that's really who you are. You came onto this planet as a big old bubble of unconditional loving energy. And you still are that. We just have to dust it off. And remember, that's who you are. So we're going to bring in some gold energy through the top of that pyramid. Kind of like liquid gold honey. You're going to let that come right through the top of your head and start filling you up. Isis is still here with her essence of life energy going, so you could bring that energy into all those places where you let things go. kind of fill your whole entire being with this golden energy, kind of like liquid gold, liquid love. Let's build some bubbles of liquid love around us, some golden bubbles of liquid love. And all the angels and the archangels are helping us to do that. Take that energy right out to the edge of your aura and beyond. We have some of the magical creatures who want to join us tonight. I thought the room was pretty full, but some dolphins and whales have just arrived. So there's some dolphin and whale energy in the room, which is, oh my gosh, just so full of love and fun and playfulness. And again, they're moving amongst us. And they're sharing their playfulness with us. Dolphins and the whales swim in the ocean, so the earth itself has a crystalline grid that's made up of crystals, and I actually have one of the crystals here with us tonight sitting up in front of the bowls. But the crystalline grid goes all through the planet and it is becoming more and more activated to help us to bring balance in places where there is no balance, to start helping the earth and the earth's surface has been holding sorrow. Every place there's ever been a war, there's a sorrow in the earth there. So the crystalline grid is starting to clean that up so that there will be balance in those places. Eventually, all of the earth will be in a balanced, loving, harmonious way, with all of those old sorrows removed. And the whales and the dolphins swim that crystalline grid around the oceans. They're part of it. They're part of the healing here on this planet. So if this is your first visit here, you might not know that there's kind of a balcony up behind us where Gary is, and he should watch out because there's a great big dragon sitting up there with him right now. I don't know, I find that kind of fun. It's a female dragon, and she's kind of rose-colored. Again, the magical creatures are coming out tonight. Again, sharing her love with us. The dragons have got a bad rap, but, actually they're pretty magical and magnificent. So I was born in the year of the dragon. Maybe that's the dragon coming to, celebrate with me tonight, but celebrate with all of you too. So, we started out with what would you like to let go of, and we just spent some time letting go. And the other part was, what would you like more of? What would make your heart sing? Was there something that in your childhood you just thought, oh, I will be that, and then you got off track? Or is there something that, wow, you go to work every day and you go, this really isn't what I feel like I should be doing, but I'm not sure what it is. Take a moment and ask. Put the question out there one more time and see what comes to you. Connect with that heart energy again. Connect with these guides. Connect with your guides, your ancestors. What would make your heart sing if you could do anything? And what would be the first steps? You know, sometimes we're like, oh, I couldn't do that because I don't have the money, or I don't live there, or I couldn't travel there, or blah. What would be the first baby steps? Because the happier you are, the more productive you are in terms of putting out light and love, the universe will line up behind you to help with millions of little hands. I'll help, I'll help. We have a whole new year ahead of us coming right up. What would you like to see differently in your life? What would you like to see differently on the planet? What would you like to see differently in the universe? What's your song? What's your song? It's like I'm seeing some of you as your little one, as your inner child right now. Your inner child's kind of tugging on your little shirt or trying to get your attention, or some of them are dancing around, some of them are painting, all those, fun things, saying, wait, look, how about this, how about that? And it doesn't have to be one thing. So make sure that every cell in your body, every molecule, every atom, every space in between has been filled with this loving gold energy and or the essence of life energy. And maybe there's another color that you would like to bring in. Let's not leave any empty spaces here tonight. You might find tonight that when you put your head on your pillow, you have some amazing dreams after what we have processed tonight. So it's that time. I don't know how many of you have heard me sing before. I'm not Kristen over here, but I have a different way of singing with a whole different language. So I'm going to sing you a light language song. So a light language song is a song that helps to integrate our time together. It's like keys. It has like keys to open doors within you to let the magic out, to help you to become more of who you are. And light language comes from the stars. There are some Star Nation beings here with you tonight also. And I'm not sure ever exactly what Star Nation sings through me. As a matter of fact, I don't know the song I'm going to sing. I have no idea what the notes are. I have no idea what the language is going to be or what's going to come out of my mouth. It all is channeled through. So enjoy. You don't really have to do anything, but just let the sounds touch your cells, touch your being in a way that only light language can, I guess. Yeah. It's a major, beautiful activation opportunity for us tonight. Sinai Kanahosati Kunai Kanahasinata Kanakatai Hunahasi Kanakahana Hatu Kinakahuhi Tihananaha Kunapalata Tati Pinakahati Hunakapata Tikananana Nata Tinakahatai Hunakahati Hanakanata Tatikanu Panakanati Hunapalata Pukananaka Tati Sanakanati Hu Pikanananina Halakuna Po Kanahi. You might want to put your hand on your heart and bring all of this beautiful energy that has been with us here this evening. I'm seeing the room just filled with color, beautiful color, like a fountain of color. Bring all that color into every cell, every molecule, every space in between, the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual. Bring it into your heart. Color is vibration, sound is vibration. Love is vibration. All these beautiful energies sharing their love with us is vibration. Before each of you is a being, a beautiful being, and they're also putting their hands on your heart. And sharing love with you. They're saying thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to the earth. Thank you for the walk here that you are doing on this earth. Thank you for living this human life as the ascended, beautiful being that you are, as the God self that you are. They celebrate us tonight for saying yes and coming to this earth and doing the best we can every day to share our light, to share our love, to share wisdom, peace, harmony. Remember, you've got those roots. So through those roots, let's start sending this beautiful color array down into the earth. Let's just fill her up with beauty and love and our appreciation for all that the Earth Mother gives us. She gives us so much. In order for this earth to ascend, we need to be ascended. She can't do it without us, and we can't do it without her. It's the beauty of the way the world works, of the way the energy works, of the way the field, the quantum field works. So let's say thank you to the earth tonight and fill her up with color. This beautiful color that's flowing into the room. Let's say thank you to the beautiful moon tonight. Oh, Grandmother Moon, thank you for shining your light upon us tonight, for bringing your wisdom and your love into our hearts, for reminding us to shine brightly, for reminding us that we always have our light within, and our light within can get bigger and bigger and shine just as bright as yours is shining tonight, full. Woo. And let's send all these colors out to all of Earth, to all of nature, to all the four-leggeds, the creepy crawlers, the finned ones, the winged ones. The plants, the trees, the rocks, the stones, the crystals, the dirt of the earth. We are all connected. So I'm going to just let you stay in this kind of meditative place, and I'm going to be quiet, and Kristen's just going to play the bowls.
it begin with me.
I might just give it to you.
Let
So if we could get the circle.
there be peace
Sharon,
on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as our Father. Brothers all are we.
Yeah, we got a good
Let
circle.
me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So anybody wants to sing along? Is it time to start?
Yep.
All right.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as our Father. Brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. All right, we're going to do one more here, and if you guys know it, it's a classic Christmas song. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. one more time. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Gary, am I on? Okay. So, without burning the house down, we have this beautiful crystal bowl that belongs to Lake Harriet up here in the front. And I'm going to have, like, kind of split us in half and have this half coming this way and this half coming this way with your little pieces of paper. And we can't have a big bonfire inside here. We thought about having it outside, but then we were like, then we have to clean up that. So my promise to everybody is that on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be with some of the people in this room, some very sacred ladies, and we will, with great honor, put your papers into the sacred fire on New Year's Eve. I would do it before then, but I don't really have a fire to do it to until then. So, and with the fire, the ceremony of the fire is that as your thoughts, as your prayers, as you're wanting to let go of, as you're wanting to bring things in, goes up with the smoke on the fire, it goes up to the heavens, and the heaven hears whatever it is that you honored by putting in the bowl tonight, which will be honored in the sacred fire on New Year's Eve. So one other thing I'd like to try, I don't know, might get a little dicey, is when you come to the bowl, this person's going to come and this person's going to come and face each other and say to that person that you're facing one thing that you're putting in the bowl. Speak it out loud. And so if Deb says it to Katie May, then Katie May would say back, I hear you and I love you. And then Katie May's going to say one thing to Deb, and Deb is going to say back to Katie May, I hear you and I love you. So it's an acknowledgement. You don't have to read your whole paper, just one thing on your paper. Is that okay? So I don't know where the room will kind of divide back there in terms of, actual numbers, but, we're just going to roll with this and see how it goes. So is there anything you could play while they're doing this?
I'll just play the guitar.
She'll just play away. Okay. Where should we put the candles? When they go to leave, what should we do with the candles? Yeah, you want to keep them, right? But what would we collect them in so that they don't get too hot? You think? Just blow them out and put them back in the tub? Blow them out and put them in the tub? Even though they'll be hot, it'll be okay? Okay. So when you're done with your candle, we're going to put them back in the tub. You're putting it in the bowl. very excited who your partner was. The people who are in the class already. Yeah. We're going to the woods. Yeah. Are you going to hang for a minute if people want to come up and talk to you? Is there anything you want to say to end? Oh, it's been a journey, hasn't it? So I want you to take the light that's in your heart and go out there and spread it around the world. with great joy and exuberance and a lot of fun. Because when I look at you, you're all just beautiful, bright lights. So go share that. And I'm so glad that you came and that I know most of you. Some of you I haven't met yet. Chris and I will be up here if anybody wants to come up and get an extra hug or ask a question or anything. So take your lights out into the world. What was that song like that we were thinking about doing? This Little Light of Mine?
Oh, This Little Light of Mine.
Yeah, do you know that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. One more little song, right? This little light.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thanks for coming.
Well, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yay! Woo! Thank you.